Good morning, everyone. It is 6:53 Sunday, June 14th, and I have a ton of stuff to do. Yesterday, I cleaned out my raised bed that had the squash plants in it, and today I am going to amend that bed and chop up the leaves. I'm still not 100%, so please forgive me. My mouth is killing me, and I mean, I don't know if you saw yesterday, but I got braces, and I'm still not over my summer cold. So I'm not 100%. Bear with me, and I am not dressed all cute. Not like I ever am, but doing yard work, you can't be all cute. So you'll have to forgive my appearance because I've got a ton of stuff to do in the yard, because while I was sick, I was not able to come out and do things that I needed to do. So I'm playing catch up. Now, I've got to get rid of the leaves that are laying in my yard and put them in the compost bin. And oh dang, I forgot to bring the coffee grounds and the eggshells that I have in the house, but I'll get that later. And I'm going to amend my soil and also look for the, what do you call it, the pupa of the squash vine borers that's possibly in the soil. I think I showed you in the other video yesterday, I did, of 2 or 3 of the borers moving through the stems. Yeah, I knew they were there. I just knew they were there. But that's what we're going to do today. So come along with me, and I'm going to try my best to position the camera so you can see exactly what I'm doing. What I'm going to use is of course, some more black cow manure, and I am going to my husband will go, yes, with the sound of that car, and I would be like, but I'm going to use a balanced fertilizer, 10-10-10, and it's, let me see if I can lift this bag so you can see it. It's from a company called Greenview, and it's this bag. And I'm going to be using bone meal and blood meal. That's what I'm going to use to amend the soil. And like I said in my last video, I am going to put corn in this bed, and I'm also going to put beans in this bed, and I haven't figured out what the third thing is that I'm going to put in the bed, but yeah, there's going to be something else in there with the corn. I hear a weird noise. I don't know what that is. Okay, so anyway, I gotta get busy. And you see I'm out here bright and early because yeah, I want to try to get as much done as I can before it gets too hot. Because right now, let's see what the temperature is. It's 73. Nice temperature, very nice temperature. Oh, dagnabbit, I know what that noise was. Cut this part out, that was my dang vape. I'm burning up coal. Never mind. Okay, so I came out here with a spare battery so I won't have to keep running in and out. Let's get busy. This thing was trash. These were the little strings I had in here trying to do my square foot gardening, and they held up like nothing. So these are bound for the trash as well. Now I'm putting the wood, well, let me pull the wood pieces out because I can put those in the compost bin, but I'm not putting weeds in the compost bin. Those are going in the trash. I should have bought a bag out here with me. I tell you, my thinking's not going just yet. Maybe I haven't had enough coffee. I saw this little weed thing on Home Depot's website that I think I need to buy. But I'd have to stand in the bed to do it, to use it. It just kind of dig in, grabs it, you twist it and it grabs it, and then no more weed. It's supposed to be able to pull it up by the root. That would be real helpful. Oh, and I saw a pattern for an apron that is called a harvest apron, and I am so gonna make that. And I'll do a video and show you guys how I made it. Now, I don't know if you remember. You know what? I can't take this off. I can take this part off, but I can't take the edges off. I remember now. But in one of my videos, I said that the reason that I bought that other raised bed that's behind me is because I'd have to dip up under here to get to stuff. It's because of these right here. I don't like having to do this just to get up under here to tend to things. You know what I mean? It should be open. You know, it was a good idea and a good concept, but yeah. Now I'll probably, if there's something in here that's short and doesn't get very tall, use it for winter, you know, to cover up my plants or my veggies or whatever's in here during the the winter, to keep them from getting frostbitten or freeze. But that would probably be the only time. That's another reason why I started using toothpicks. I'm not using toothpicks. I'm using popsicle sticks. Oh my Lord, where am I? Who am I? I started using popsicle sticks as my markers because they can be recycled. Oh my Lord. Ooh, I don't think I have had enough coffee. I think it's because my teeth is hurt. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but I'm from Texas and sometimes that's how we pronounce it. Oh Lord. Okay, I'm sorry y'all. I think my pain meds are kicking in. And pain meds, I mean Tylenol, because that's all I'm taking. Now I'm digging around looking for the pupa, and it's supposed to be this little red thing. I'll have my husband put a picture of it on the screen so you can see what it looks like. Somebody's sprinklers just came on. That looks like part of it. Well, yep, that looks like part of it. So he had already hatched. Let me see if I can get up here and show you guys. Now that's part of it. I don't know how clear it is. Ah, don't go nowhere. Come back here. Come back here. It's really light. Right there. That's part of it. So it hatched out of there. Crawled up and dug a hole into the squash and just started eating. I see you. That thing jumps. I just want to make sure you don't jump on me. And that was a... He does jump. Go on. Okay, I think I got him. It was a little spider. He and I cannot share the same space. I'm sorry. We just can't do it. And I know there's others around here. As long as I don't see them, we good. Okay. I'll take my attention off of you and go back to doing what I was doing. Boy, these weeds do not want to go in this bag. They just know that they're in for it. Can you see me? What are you? A bug, but somebody was eating on you. Good. There ain't no telling what else is in this bed. I had other things growing in here. I had turnips, I had radishes, and the squash just took over and smothered them out. You know what tool I should have brought out here? I gotta go get it. All right, pause.
6.5 hours later.
Alrighty. Oh, since I don't have my sleeve on, look at my arm. Can you see those scratches? Those are from the squash plant. Me reaching in to grab squash. Yeah. This is the tool I needed. I don't know what you call it. I call it the claw. I don't know if that's the real name for it or not, but yeah. The claw. Because it looks like a claw. It moves the dirt around real good. Makes it easier to get the stuff too. Now the dirt on this side is kind of, what do you call it? Dense. Ooh, I thought that was a worm. This is part of the squash root. I was about to say that's the biggest worm I've seen in a long time. Oh wait, that can be composted. I actually could have left it in here. All right, looking for pupa. And I only do this on, I make it sound like I've been, hang on, let me see if I can slide you over a little more so you can see me too. I make it sound like I've been gardening for years when this is my first bed. So let me rephrase that. I'm only doing this on this bed because I had squash in it. So I hope that makes sense. I won't do this on any other bed unless I have either squash or zucchini in it. Ooh, I wonder how long was that one? Because it was still going when it popped. That one wouldn't have popped if I had this broken up. See, and this bar is in my way. I'll have to see if I can get my husband to help me. I don't even remember how I got it. Oh, yes, I do. And that hit my ponytail. Okay. See, this is so uncomfortable. I could go on the other side, but I'm here now. And I need to loosen up the dirt anyway, so I can get the get the black cow in there, and the fertilizer and everything. Oh, that's a long weed. I'll pull you when I get over there. These roots. My camera cut off. I don't know at which point it cut off, but I was saying you have to be careful in these corners because you don't want to hit your bed. And I'm doing it with my left hand, and I'm not one of those people who are, and I think the word is pronounced, now don't laugh at me if I mess it up, and I probably will. Is it ambidextrous? Ambidextrous? Something like that? Yeah, that's not me. My son is. I'm not. There are some things I can do with my left hand, but I'm not at all. Okay, this side is looking good. Now we're gonna hop over to the other side and get that one all broken up. I'm gonna have to come over here with the claw and dig a little deeper, just so I can make sure that the soil is loose. Make sure it's loosey-goosey. Alrighty. Let's get the camera situated. Alright, looking for pupa. Y'all, I try to turn this into some kind of game, search and destroy, because let me tell you, trying to pull up weeds is not fun at all. So you gotta turn it into something fun, because it's not. It's not at all. And if you want an organic garden and you don't want to use pesticides, to kill weeds and things like that, you've got to turn it into something that's going to make it easier for you and make it something that you're going to end up enjoying. Because if not, your garden is going to suffer, because weeds fight for food with your plants, and you don't want them taking all the nutrition from your plants. So you got to turn it into something interesting. Alrighty. No pupas over here, so they must have either dissolved or been reclaimed by the earth, or somebody must have ate them, or something rather. One of Mother Nature's little helpers. Alrighty, now I'm going down to the back of the bed. Alrighty. Mr. Sun is making an appearance. But that's not going to stop me, because like I said, I got a ton of things to do today. So I'm going to have to greet him happily. And I do, because today is another day above ground. And I am thankful for it. Got to use a little muscle over here. Okay, let me move some of y'all out the way so I can get to what's compacted. Ow. I hit my head on that bar again. Ooh wee. This is part of that squash, the squash plant root. That's a thick root. I know some of you go over there. Ooh, here's another part of the root. He down in there deep. Damn, I broke him off. Uh-oh, pardon my French. Another part of that root. No wonder it was thriving the way he was. Oh, get over there. Oh, here's another big root. I'm sorry, I done got sidetracked. I done broke it off, but and that's not even the one I was after. I was after this one. Damn it. Excuse me. That's the one I was after, and it broke. So I didn't realize that those roots got that big, or that thick rather. But for the way that thing was producing, I believe it. So thank you again, Mr. and Mrs. Squash Plants, because you guys did me solid, big time. I got more squash than I ever imagined. I never thought I would get that much squash for the first time. Alright, now, search and destroy. Weeds. Weeds and more weeds. And I probably just covered them all up with all that digging I just did. But they'll pop their little heads up and I'll get them. That is all right. I will get them. They can't hide forever. I don't see any pupa. And when I see big clumps, I'm just breaking them up. Because you know, soil sometimes has a tendency to roll up in a little ball. This soil is still light and airy, which is a really good thing. Okay. I'm going to try to smooth this out as best as I can and get it somewhat level. Well, I guess it don't even matter if I get it level or not because I got to put my amendments in. Now it's time for me to get up and start doing some walk around. I'm just trying to make sure all the dirt is distributed evenly, or as even as possible. That's a big clump. Well, let me rephrase that, as even as it's gonna get. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna have to go the long way around. My black cow, and I know you guys are probably saying, don't put it there, you just aerated it. I know. Whew, that thing was heavy. And I don't have anything to cut it with. I am so unorganized. Bear with me.